Welcome to Welcome with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of First John, chapter 4, verse 19. Oh, here we go. Put that right in the middle. We love him because he first loved us. I'm going to repeat that. We love him because he first loved us. Ooh, amen. It is impossible for any person to fully understand what another person is feeling. But some things bind us of humanity. Nothing binds humanity more than love. I need to explain what love is exactly. It's impossible with words. Love is not a human creation. No, it is a divine. And we have the blessing to love because he first loved us. He gave us his only begotten son to us because he loved us. We must love him. We must love each other. And this is why it's very important that you are to love your enemy and to love everybody. Because we are God's creation. He created us all. And he loves us all. And we are all equal in his eyes. There is not one more favored over the other. He loves all his children. And just like any other parent, no matter what you have done wrong in your life, no matter what sin you have committed, no matter how many times you have fallen, he's going to keep on loving you. He's going to keep on being there for you. For you are his child. This whole entire Bible speaks and tells the greatest story. It's the greatest love story. His love story for us. That's what this whole book is about. Is the continuing love that he keeps pouring out on us, no matter how much we messed up, no matter how much he even corrects us. Now we could see in here that there's a lot of harsh thing that happens in this Bible, but we know it's out of love. It's correction out of love to give us the best what we need. It is for our own good. Just as we have all said to our children, this hurts me more than it hurts you. Yes, it gets to God when he has to correct us. But as you can clearly see, we need that correction. We need that waking up because we are acting like spoiled, rotten children. We don't have no manners. We think everything should be handed to us. We're just all gimme, 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 and I want. But nobody wants to do the work to get the blessings. Everybody just wants to pray for a bigger house, a better job, a nicer car. But what have you done in your walk with God to have earned any of those things? Or are you just simply that spoiled child that just keeps asking from your Father? Lord, please bless me. Lord, I want you to bless me with this. Dear God, I keep praying to you, haven't answered my prayers. How is your walk with your Father? How is your relationship with him? Do you really have the work put in to be asking such things? That's why I say we are spoiled children. And just acting like, and a lot of people complain about this, this so-called new generation right now. We are just doomed because the dumb stuff that they say and all they think everything should be handed to them. The things that's coming out of our mouth, we need to be saying to ourselves when it comes to us and our relationship with God. Because we are doing no different. Geez, I wonder where they got it from. Because all they see and hear us is praying to God and ask for things. But we haven't gone out and done the things that we think we should have to have earned such things. Are you going out there in the field and ministering to other people, putting your life on the line? Are you putting in the work to receive such a harvest? A lot of people are not. A lot of people are just showing up for the harvest time and didn't do none of the cleaning. Just out here in the fields expecting this harvest and didn't sow any seeds. Didn't till the ground. But you're standing there with your hands out. You reap what you sow. You get what's coming to you by what you put out in this world will definitely come back to you. If you're not happy with the things that you have gotten in this lifetime, with what you have been blessed with, maybe it's time to take a look at yourself. What have you put out into this world? See, everybody seems to think that the works you get, that it means that's your ticket to heaven. And that when it mentions works in the Bible, that it means what you do for other people. But in actuality, the works that James also is referring to in the book of James, faith doesn't come by works alone. Without work, there have faith, or I can't remember how it goes, but you know what I'm saying. You got to have works with your faith, and vice versa, faith with your works. But the works that they're referring to is the work you're putting in with your relationship with God. What are you doing for His kingdom? Are you out there in that field tilling up the ground? Are you planting those seeds? Are you even going by and help watering the soil? That's the works that it's referring to. Not just out there showing up and saying, oh, yes, I donated to this charity. And yes, I give all the clothes and the X toys, to the donation center. And I show up to Sunday and I tell people about, I hand out flyers to come to this church. That's not what it's referring to. That should be automatic. Those deeds right there don't even count as far as doing works. You know why? Because it's supposed to be automatic. If you're a true Christ follower, those actions should be an automatic action that you should do automatically. They shouldn't be counted for anything, because if you're not acting that way, then you're not a Christ follower. If you have to make it a point to where you have to record that you're doing such deeds, whether you go and help this person out. I'm going to tell you something about myself. I know that anytime that somebody asks me for money, I go, if you got it to give, give. It's what I was always taught. And a lot of times y'all was sitting there worried about, hey man, y'all gonna hit me back that money? See, when I give it to somebody, when I give it to them, to lend it to them, I do not expect it back. The moment I hand it out, and I do not expect to get it back from that one person, nor do I hold them accountable for it. Does it make me a sucker? No. If they don't give it back to you, it just shows their true character and where they are at in their walk within themselves and with God and with the world. But you shouldn't be sitting there bugging people to get it back. You should be doing it automatically, because God gave it to you. You have it to be blessed with others. You are blessed to bless others. You're supposed to be God's hand. You're supposed to be His mouth on this earth, so that you can spread His word and spread His blessings. So those actions should be automatically, it should be your characteristics already of you. And if you don't have those characteristics, then you need to really look at yourself and see and debate if you really are a Christ follower. How is your relationship with God? Because your works is all about building up God's kingdom. That's where the work comes in. Is what work are you doing for God's kingdom? All those other things are characteristics, and you should be doing them. But the rest should be building up God's kingdom. That's the work.